It's a great day. It's Saturday, and we're going to talk a little bit later on about pesticides, but I have the great distinctive honor to have Dr. Cox from Red Bluff. Thanks, Dr. Cox, for coming on today. And we're going to talk about, and he too is excited about, as we've talked a little bit on Don and Cindy's program, is that this particular type of product, Protandim, this Nerve2 activator, is really kind of just exploding in terms of interest in other health professionals, in terms of what it does. And so I wanted to have the opportunity for Dr. Cox. He's been with the product a little bit longer than I have, and maybe share some things that people out there might be interested in.
Well, sure. One of the things that I first noticed in my situation with taking Protandim was that I was sleeping much better.
Nice.
And in addition to that, I was dreaming like I can't remember dreaming in the past. Vivid, colorful dreams. And I typically get 5 or 6 hours sleep a night. I'm one of those guys that I go to bed at 10, get up at 5, and I study and do other things. So I'm normally tired around lunchtime or so. But since I started taking Protandim, I don't need that 20-minute nap at lunchtime anymore.
And I've seen that consistently in the month or so that I've been with my patients, is similar type of thing. They sleep better, aches and pains kind of go. Their energy level is more level. They don't have this up and down, and a lot of that has to do with eating junk where it goes up and then crashing like that. A lot more sustainable. We had another person on that works out quite a bit, good recovery. So yeah, it's kind of an exciting product. Plus, as we've talked a little bit before this, and also on my TV show and on this, is the potential benefit in terms of working with genes and DNA, working with one of the key components of over 200 diseases, oxidative stress. This has an impact on that, so it's pretty exciting to be able to provide that to our patients.
Very excited.
And you had been doing glutathione supplementation before this.
That's right.
Another
company.
I was with another company, and I got interested in glutathione years ago when the research came out that all these children with learning disabilities and the autism spectrum disorder, from ADD, ADHD, all the way through Asperger's and autism, every one of those kids is deficient in glutathione. And so that's what started me looking at glutathione. And at the time, I did not realize that Protandim was available at retail. So at any rate, I chose this company I went with because they had some scientific research to show that this product delivered precursors that would eventually get into the cell and formulate glutathione, but nothing like what Protandim does. It does not activate, no other company's product activates the enzyme systems, at least that I'm aware of. And that's a big deal.
Yeah, glutathione is so big as that's the actual nickname. Glutathione is the, quote, master antioxidant. That's how it's actually described. So of the biggie antioxidants, glutathione is the biggest, number one.
Well, the challenge is that a lot of these companies make glutathione that actually is a glutathione molecule. And of course that molecule is too big to be absorbed. The gastric mucosa breaks it down, so that doesn't get there. Then there's some other companies that use a liposomal delivery system or transdermal delivery system. You rub it on your feet or hands or wherever to get it into the lymphatics. And there's nothing that I've seen that has any peer-reviewed studies showing how much a percentage that does increase your glutathione levels. So taking the precursors is certainly one way to do it, and there are studies showing that. But once you get an enzyme system revved up, then you're creating hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of copies of glutathione molecules. And no other company's product does that, of which I'm aware.
That's great.
Amazing.
Well, Doc, for being 39 years old and you're sleeping better, I'm really happy to have you here today.
My pleasure to meet you, Dr.
Thanks,
Noah.
Dr. Cox. Thanks.